Hello, Padawans. How's everybody doing tonight? This may be like the most important video I've done so far on my channel. A couple of weeks ago, I did a poll of what type of video you wanted, and one of them was what happens when you die. And nobody voted on it. Everybody wanted a silly video, so I decided to go with what happens when you die. But before that, this might be a two-part video. I want to explain, and I have some paper here, some sheets of paper. I got a black pen and a Sharpie. I thought I'd use, some visuals, like just write some stuff down or draw something, whatever comes to mind. I did not prepare for this. I did not rehearse. I got my stuff and I'm just sitting here on the table. I got a ruler. I don't even think I'll need a ruler, but I want to talk about, well, the main idea is to explain what happens when you pass away, when you die. But I also want to talk about, first I want to explain the creation of the universe and God. And that's what I want to do here. I did some research. I did a little bit of calculations. But let's go over a few things here. Why should you believe me, right? Why would anyone believe what I'm saying about this? Like, how the hell do I know anything about the universe or God or death or anything, right? Well, let me explain a little bit. And I don't want to make this like a 2-hour long video. Like a long time ago, I think I did like 2-3 hour video on my out of body experience, which is part of this. I mean, that's how I learned most of the secrets of the universe. As you know, I always bring up 1984. So there's 1984 right there. That's the year. Now, I hope my phone doesn't mess up. The camera is very sensitive to movement. So 1984. What happened in 1984? Okay, I was 1984. I was 10 years old. Okay. I had an out-of-body experience, an OBE, or out-of-body experience, OOBE. All right. Or, because I'm not exactly sure exactly what happened, or I died. Okay, I died and came back to life. So that's pretty much the reason why God, and yes, I'm going to bring up God. I know a lot of people don't believe in God. So God explained many things in 1984. Now, I don't remember what month it was. Again, I was very young. I do remember everything very clearly, like it was yesterday. And the entire out-of-body experience, and if you followed my past channel, I think there was one video a long time ago. I'm talking about 5-6 years ago. The entire death experience or out-of-body experience lasted 13 hours, approximately, okay? They say 13 hours. I think that's a number I came up with. It could have been 14 hours. It could have been 12 hours. Let's just go around that number right there. Okay? So in 1984, I died or had an out-of-body experience. I'm thinking the older I get, I think I died. Okay? Because everything was so clear and all my senses were there. and it felt like I was alive, more than alive. So even right now, as I am speaking right here on this video, I don't even feel as alive as I did during this 13-hour period that I traveled through space, through the universe. So I'm gonna say maybe I died. Who knows? You tell me. All right, what happened? I mean, what did God? Okay, God. I met God. Let's put that out of the way. I met God. Let me explain to you how. I'll do a circle here. We'll do a circle because this is the universe, okay? So let's just say universe. That's the universe right there. And I did a little bit of distance math, like a little bit of calculus, like a little bit of calculations with the speed of light and proximity and light speed. And now, assuming that I was going at light speed, okay, let's say the Milky Way, like our galaxy, is right here. Okay, let's just say galaxy. Okay, our galaxy. This is the Milky Way. All right. It's not. I'm making it bigger, but it wouldn't be as big. It would just be like like a dot, right? It would just be like less than a dot, because this is the size of the universe. So yes, the universe is a sphere. All right. The universe is a sphere. Much like Earth. It's not flat. It's not egg-shaped. It's not oval. It's a perfect sphere. So I did some math. Well, let me explain first. Let me bring this up. How do I do this? Okay, this is the universe, and this is all, full of stars, right? This is all black. It's all black and stars and, galaxies, and everything within our universe is right here. Now, what's outside of the universe is white light. Okay, that's basic. I'm trying to make it simple for you guys. Just white light. But if you want to describe it a little further, let's say it's mist, or you could say it's clouds, or white light. Okay, white light. I suppose you could say. Now, okay, look, I'm not bringing religion into this, Christianity. You guys know I'm a Christian, but this has nothing to do with Christianity. But let's say it's heaven. Let's just say it's heaven. Okay, so it could, this is so the universe is contained. It's entirely dark, but outside of the universe, this is what you have. You just have white light. And this white light is just very bright. It's bright. Bright as hell, man. Think of somebody shining like a headlight in your eye when you're out there walking in the mist. Sort of like that. So in 1984, this is what I learned from our universe and from God. God spoke to me. I wouldn't say in person, but He was there. His presence was there. So I did well, you know what? I don't even need the ruler. But let's just do a line. Let's do a line right there. Okay. And let's do the portal, the exit of the universe right here. now let me get another piece of paper. As soon as well, let me see if I can explain it here. Again, this is the universe, right? And this is all dark. It's all black. Except for this in the middle there. Now, I know it kind of looks like a donut, but it's not a donut. It's just think about the entire paper. I tried to get black paper, but I couldn't get black paper. But just think, this is this part right here. As you approach, is gonna kind of look like, it's just gonna look black. Everything's black, okay? Very dark, very black. And as soon as you approach it, you're gonna see a circle. Very small circle. Now this may appear from far away to be a star. Okay, so if you're looking at this from if you're using a telescope, okay, and you're over here on Earth and you're looking at at this direction of the universe, you're gonna see a star because it's just a dot. It's the wall. The universe has a wall. Okay, a black wall. And the dot is this part, which is you could say it's a door. You could call it a door. Okay, you call it a portal. You could call it a hole. Okay, let's just call it a hole. Or some people may say it's a black hole. I don't think it's a black hole. It's not a black hole. But you call it whatever you want. So the distance between here and there was 13 hours. Okay, let's just do the 13 hours. And I did some, where's my other paper here? I did some calculations right here. Okay, so 13 hours. Now let's assume that I was going at the speed of light. Okay, I was traveling speed of light. Now I don't know if it was really the speed of light. Okay, so it could have been faster than the speed of light, but I'm assuming it is the speed of light. Now it's important, I forgot this part. It's important to know that in order to travel, I suppose you could also call it an astral travel, right? Or astral, some people may call it astral projection. Okay. Yeah, and I know I'm not, I'm not writing perfectly. But in order to travel through space, because you're traveling through space here at the speed of light, and in order to go where God is, you have to leave your body. So how do you leave your body, and why? Right? How? Well, again, when you die or when you have an out-of-body experience, you become sort of an energy creature, right? You're all just light. You're light. That's what you become. You become light. And that is sort of, what people call the soul. Okay, so this is the soul, or I don't like calling it that. Again, when God spoke to me, He told me exactly how He made the universe, why, and all that. But let's just go with the simpler plan. You leave your body, you become a body of light. Body of light. Let's call it body of light. Okay, you become a body of light, and you can see, let me see if I can draw my hand right here. You can see your hand. Well, that's not a very good hand, but you get the meaning. Your hand becomes pure energy. So let's call it pure energy, because you don't know what it is when you're having the this when you die or you have this out of body experience. You don't know what's going on. So the first thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna look at your hand. You're gonna look at your hand like this, and you're gonna say, "What the hell's going on?" Right? And your hand is gonna look like something like it's just white light. That's all it is. Okay? That's all it is. Now, okay, I may be going a little long on this video here. I'm gonna have to do a two-part. Let's go back to the calculations here. Let's go back to the calculations. I'm trying to focus, trying to make it simple, but I'm getting a little confused with all the writings here. Okay, so 13 hours at the speed of light, right? At the speed of light, 13 hours. So it turns out this place, the end of the universe, let's call it the end of the universe. End of the universe. The end of the universe is 8,723,000,000 miles away. Or let's just say 9 billion. Let's call it 9 billion miles away. So this door at the end of the universe, remember, this is all black, everything's black. I should have had black paper, right? This portal or exit, let's also call it the exit. This exit is 9 billion miles away. Now, that's according to my calculation of going at the speed of light. Okay, and approximately being dead for 13 hours. So that's how I assumed the distance, that I came up with that distance. Okay, so let's make it a little simpler now. Okay, let's do this again. So from point A, which is A, this is Earth. Let's do Earth. Let's use the ruler so just so it looks cool. To the exit, end of the universe. Okay, is 9 billion miles. Okay, and I'm not saying that Earth is the center of the. I don't know if Earth is the center of the universe. I don't think it is. I think it may be closer to the edge of the universe. Like over here, like we're closer to the edge. Maybe that's why it's only 9 billion miles. Now, I'm not saying that the entire universe, the radius is 9 million miles. That's not what I'm saying. This could be 13 billion miles across, right? Or it could be 20 billion. I don't know. What I'm saying is, according to what I saw in 1984, and this is very personal. I know you guys are, a lot of people are wondering, why does Miller go back to 1984? I hope this explains something. So from Earth to the exit of the universe, it's 9 billion miles. I came up with that conclusion, just doing some numbers, doing a little bit of research. So yeah, I might have to do a two-part video on this. So this, okay, okay, so you die on Earth. You die on Earth right here. Then you get to the exit. You get to the doorway, and you come out the other side. Here, you come out this way, and now you're over here. And remember, you still have your astral body, or light body, whatever you want to call it, or ghost. Call it ghost body. Okay. I like the soul is kind of lame. I like the term light body, light body. I like that. So what I'm saying is, when you die, you leave planet Earth. All right, you leave planet Earth. You travel outside the solar system here. You exit the solar system. Here's the solar system. You also exit the galaxy. Okay. You go through many other galaxies. Until you reach the end. Now let's get to the part where I made it to the other side. So now, let's reuse this. What am I doing here? This is very confusing. All right, so now you are at the door. So this is I don't know if I call it door. Okay, a lot of people like the term portal. Okay, you're at the portal now. You came out of the portal. You're in here. Now you made it here. What? So now when you get to this side, there's your body, right? You're like standing right there. You're like, what the hell's going on, right? What the hell? And there it is. There's your body, bro. And again, you're just energy. You're just white light. And here is where, as soon as you come in, everything turns white. Everything turns white. So this is all color. Again, black color. And this is white color. Okay? White color. Now, what happens when you arrive at the end of the universe? You're at the end of the universe now. You're standing right there. This is what's gonna happen. Okay, let me get another piece of paper. Let's do there's really no floors, or walls or anything, but just for, illustration purposes, we're gonna pretend there's like a floor right there. Okay? So let's say let's do the door right here, and then you come in, right? You come in, and I'm gonna try to draw a little bit better here. Let's just, you're trying to make it look a little bit better right there. So you're right there, and you're blind. Everything, you're blinded because you can't see anything. Everything's white. So just think like have you ever been in a cloud, like in the top of a mountain, or inside a heavy mist? That's what you're gonna see. You're not gonna be able to see too much, so you really can't see anything. Now, over here, somewhere here, you really can't see much. Somewhere here is God. God's here, right? Somewhere. Now, you really don't know what he looks like. Okay? But he's there. He's right there. Okay? So, as soon as you come in, God is there, and then two beings are going to appear. Let's make them like this. Two beings are going to appear, and they're going to look at you. It doesn't mean they're not going to they're not going to talk to you. Okay? They are going to guide you and point where you should go. Okay? So you come in, you can't talk. It's all in the mind. All right? You're speaking through what is it? Telekinesis is a mind speak. Okay, because you don't have a body anymore. So you just know. It's like when you show up, you know what people are telling you, what these beings are telling you, what God is telling you. You just know. It's like, how can I explain it? It's like a sixth sense. It's like, when you meet someone in person and you know what they're thinking, it's kind of like that. Okay? So this is when I got to God and I told him, hey, what the hell am I doing here? I asked questions. When you have to ask questions, otherwise you're not going to know anything, right? It's like being in school. If you don't ask your teacher a question, you're not going to learn anything. So I asked some questions. I asked, first of all, what am I doing here? Right? What am I doing here? That's one question that I asked. The other one was, how did you create the universe? Right? Isn't that something that you would ask, like if you talk to God, right? So I asked those two questions, okay? And he explained it all. He gave me an answer. I think I might have to do a second part to this video. You guys want to give me some feedback? I mean, what do you guys think about this so far? But let me. I know a lot of people are religious. Again, I'm a Christian. I'm not really religious. But I want to tell you, I have never said that anyone is going to hell. So I have never said going to hell, okay, or going to heaven. You're never gonna hear me say that in my channel, ever. Okay. Now, who can do this? Okay. Who? Well, anybody. It doesn't matter what religion you are. This has nothing to do with religion. Okay? It has nothing to do with religion. Or if you're a good person or bad person, it has nothing to do with it. Okay? Who can do this? Who goes to this place? Okay? Who makes it here? Everyone. The answer is everyone. Okay? The answer is everyone. When they die, they travel to the end of the universe. Okay? They enter the portal. They arrive at they arrive here. So yes, it doesn't matter if you believe in God. It doesn't matter if you've been a good person. It doesn't matter if you killed anybody. It doesn't matter if you're in prison. It doesn't matter if you're gay or not gay. And a lot of people I know, they give me a hard time over that. It doesn't matter what you did on earth. That's not the point of going there or being alive. That's not why you are sent back to where you came from. Whatever you did on planet Earth has absolutely nothing to do, okay? And I want you guys to understand that. Absolutely nothing to do with reaching God. Okay? And again, God, he can look like, let's try to draw God. Just for fun. Let's just say God looks like this. Okay? Let's give him like a little hat. Okay, I mean, come on. I mean, not really. Not really. I'm just trying to figure out what may God look like. All right? Maybe God looks like this. Maybe he doesn't. It all depends on, again, it's all white color. It's all white. It's like staring into nothingness. You're just staring at, when you close your eyes, instead of being all dark, it's all white. And you cannot close your eyes ever. Now, I could go a little bit more into detail, like, what happens during the trip, where do you go, where do you stop. I will say that when you're doing the trip, the 13-hour, when you're doing your 13-hour trip to the end of the universe, you could stop at a couple of planets. Okay, I stopped at a red planet that was water. So it was all water. Red water planet. And I also went to another planet that was Earth-like. And here you had aliens. Okay, and you see my drawings on my aliens. So I got to see the red planet, and I got to meet the aliens before I got to the end of the universe. And that's something that when you're traveling, 9 billion miles away, you're eventually going to see something, right? You're going to be able to see something or stop somewhere, make a pit stop somewhere. That's just part of the astral travel. So let's simplify. Let's simplify, because I'm going to have to do another video and show you guys exactly what happens when you die. I might need another more paper, but I think I've been going on for 30 minutes. Let's simplify. The universe is round. When you die, you travel to the end of the universe through a portal at the end of the universe, and you make it to the other side where you see God and beings. Let's call it beings, or you can call them angels. You call it whatever you want. A lot of Christians call them angels. Okay? Why? Because they're white. So if anything, if you meet any creature and it's white, you're immediately going to think they're angels, right? So when you get here, you speak to God. He answers your questions. And I'll leave it right there. If you guys like the video, I'll do the second part. I really haven't explained what happens when you die. Well, this is the first part of what happens when you die. Or I suppose you can also say what happens when you have an out-of-body experience. But I'm going with what happens when you die. And I'm going to show you this painting before I go. This is the painting that I did of the beings that I met when I got there. And this has color. I know it has color. But remember, it was all white. Everything was just white. Okay? But in order to show it in a... you want to show people what you saw. So that's why I added a little bit of color. So here you see one of the beings, one of the creatures. And I drew them. They have no face. They have no body. They're there. They're there, but you don't see them. So I just drew them because this is the way I imagined them. Okay, so this is one of the paintings that I did. Now this is all like art, creativity, and I took a little bit of, I took liberties. Let's just say I took liberties. Okay, this is not what it looks like, but this is the painting that I did for this. As soon as you walk through the door, where is that? As soon as you walk through the door, like right here. As soon as you walk in, you meet these guys. Okay, and you talk to God. And you ask them you want to ask questions, because these guys don't talk. They don't have the ability to speak. All right. So the way you ask questions, again, is telepathic communication. Okay. Telepathy. And if they listen to you, they might answer a couple of things, but it doesn't last very long. The whole thing is probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm going to leave you at that. If you guys, I'll do a second part. I don't know when I'll do the second part. Maybe next week. But if you guys give me some feedback, I will talk more about what happens when you die. And I know this is kind of messy because I didn't really plan this. I'm just going with I'm just going with it, you know. I'm just doing whatever. So let me know what you guys think about this experience. And I'm telling you, this is what really happens. You got to believe me. Okay, I wouldn't be lying. I'm not a member of Scientology. This has nothing to do with Christianity. This is not about the Bible. This is very far away from the Bible, actually. So now you know, yes, I'm a Christian on planet Earth. But when it comes to being there, when you get there, you're not Catholic, you're not Christian, you're not Muslim, you're not Scientologist, you're nothing like that. You're just white light, and that's what you become. You become white light. That's it. It's very simple. But sometimes you got to try to explain it, you know, a little bit further here. So I wish I could try a little bit more. Let me try to draw one of these guys. See if I can just really quickly, like, just so it looks cool, you know. Let's you guys get the idea what they might look like. There you go, something like that. Let's give them a couple of eyes. Let's give them a couple of eyes just so it looks cool, you know. So this is what they may be. And I'm not saying they have wings, no, but they do sort of have some sort of a gown, like a white clothing gown or something. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been 37 minutes, which is very long. I want to tell you guys what happens when you die, and it's really complicated. Okay, it's complicated, but I hope that I explained it a little bit here. And I just thought I'd use just paper and pen just to make it like more interesting. Like, and just, you know, if I'm just talking, like, you know, it gets a little boring, right? So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to, in the next video, I will make another video, but in the next video, I'm going to answer why are you there, and how did God create the universe, and then what happens after you, why did you die, and what happens after you die? And that's what I'll talk about it in the next video. Have a good night, my Padawans, and may the Force be with you. Bye.